Hello, boys and bloodletters. My name is TB Skyn, and welcome to God of War. Well, not quite God of War. It's the PlayStation 5 holding screen that you're looking at. But welcome to the God of War Ragnarok video game that I'm going to play once I get my... Hang on. Wait, no, my monitor is doing a thing. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I switched to the wrong output. There we go. Now... I'm about to play the video game. I've got chat heckling me because I'm streaming this recording live on Twitch, and they keep subscribing. Thank you very much, Oldtide, for subscribing to the channel. They keep subscribing because they're trying to derail me from doing my job of playing the video game for you, but I shall persevere, like Sisyphus of old. And let's go see what God of War Ragnarok has in store. I have been very excited for this game. Played the last one couple of, like, back in 2019, basically. Let's see.
To enable screen reader...
I think I probably don't need most of the accessibility presets. Performance or quality? I think performance. High frame rate mode, yeah, I can't use that. I do actually have a 144 hertz monitor, but I can't use it for this because I'm routing it through my PC. And TC Starwind, thank you for cheering those bits. That's very kind of you. Let's see. My output device is... Oh, interesting, cool. They different. That's nice, actually, having different compression modes. That's cool. Now, chat, I'm trusting you to tell me whether or not... yeah, I'm going to turn on captions for sure, Vega. Don't you worry about that. But I'm trusting chat to let me know if the audio is, like, too loud or too quiet. Let's see. Subtitles. 110 billion% need subtitles, and they need to probably be a little bit larger than... Oh no, they seem actually to be a good size. I remember this, of... the first God of War, that like the 2019 game, that the captions were so fucking small. Like, it was one of those games that had that problem of, like, being just bloody tiny. Okay, speaker name, blah blah, subtitle color? No, don't need that. Speaker color is nice to have, though. Can I have red? No, because it's a colorblind accessibility thing. Okay, cool. That should do the trick. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's probably fine. Well, if I need it, I'll use it. Let's see. Give me story, give me story, give me grace, give me balance, give me no mercy, give me God of War. It's almost a poem.
Hungry?
Well, he grew up.
What's next?
He sounds so much older.
Oh,
But then so are all of we after these 3 years, aren't we?
the storm is getting worse.
I'll get them ready.
Kratos looks so much older too. Look at him. Jeez. Oh my god, we have a sled pulled by wolves? That's so cool!
Need help?
Grunt.
Ready?
Aw. That's a big... Okay, that's a little gesture, but as an animation gesture, that's amazing. Because instantly that tells us how much the relationship between the two of them has changed. Like that gentle hand on his shoulder. Okay, so this is pretty guided. I can manipulate the dogs, but I don't think I can go off the course.
Got some sleep. Maybe he'll be ready to eat when we get home.
He is quite sick, Atreus.
I know, but he was a little better yesterday. Until he wasn't. If he keeps eating, I'm not giving up on him. Hear that?
Yes.
Is it hurt?
It's definitely her. Hey, Freya.
It's not far. Get ready.
Okay, well, off we go.
That easy. Would she?
She never does. Stay alert.
Remember, we killed Freya's son in the last game. And she's not pleased with us. Oh, she tore my furs off.
I'm trying.
Jerk.
Look out! The trees are coming down!
If she hurts the dogs, I'm gonna be mad.
She's coming around again!
I do not wish to fight you.
I'm losing my grip here! Father!
I have you. Hold tight. The protection stave is near.
Okay, here we go. Understandably, she's mad. She's the goddess of love, you know.
Freya, we're not your enemy!
She's the goddess of love, and that means...
Please don't make me do this!
That doesn't just mean, like, romantic, nice love. It also means love as in, you know, soul-destroying, world-ending. Reality-breaking love. Like, there's nothing more bitter than a broken heart, you know?
We made it.
Let us go home.
It's Becky. Svana. Up. I'm sorry I couldn't take the shot.
I did not wish you to.
I keep hoping she'll let it go. You saved her life.
I killed her son. There is no letting that go.
Yeah. I guess killing Baldur really did bring on Fimbulwinter. Never stopped snowing after that day. Think it's ever gonna get better?
Someday.
What's that glowing
The
thing over
worst
there?
is still ahead of us.
Oh, just
We
the
must
lantern.
be strong.
But yeah, just to give you a little bit of mythology, refresher here. In Norse mythology, and here's the thing actually I should say right up front. When we talk about Norse mythology, what we mean by that is the very, very small slices of old Norse mythology that we have left from the time. Because most of the cultures that lived in the North Germanic lands where Norse mythology was practiced with Thor and Tyr and Odin and Freya and Frey and Frigg and all of them, where they were worshipped, they didn't have the means to write their culture down. Or if they did, they wrote it down on perishable objects like wood, animal skins, that have perished or have been destroyed by the Christians when they Christianized the North. So most of Norse mythology is lost. Most of it does not exist, right? Like, most of it we just don't have. What we do have, primarily, are a couple of major sources from Iceland that were written down in, I believe, the 1200s or so, right? And that's like 200 years after the end of the Viking Age. They were written down by Christian monks in Iceland, going by the stories that happened to survive in Iceland in relative isolation from the rest of Northern Europe. And those, the two major sources are called the Prose Edda and the Poetic Edda, which are collections of stories and tales, sagas of great warriors that sort of give us a bunch of information about some of the stuff that was believed in Old Norse mythology. And that's the major source that, for example, God of War Ragnarok is drawing from. The vision we have of what Ragnarok is comes from those sources. But they were written down by Christian monks who had, let's say, a bit of an ideological tendency to edit in the records of old religions that they had to better suit their worldview, or to avoid being accused of spreading heresy and paganism, right? So when we talk about Norse mythology, that's the major thing you have to know, is that most of it is lost. And the people who lived in like northern Germany and the people who lived like in northern Norway may not have had very similar religious practices at all. Like, they may have shared some gods, but they might have had different importance. They probably had local gods. There's a lot of it we just don't know, right? So that's the first thing to know about Norse mythology, because there's a lot of misinformation around that shit that goes around out there that's sort of like that, oh yes, canonically in Norse mythology such and such happened. No. There is no canon. It is an oral tradition of which we have vanishingly few sources. We don't know most of Norse mythology. There is no canon. There is no, oh, well, this is the thing that they genuinely... No. We know some of the stuff that some of the people believed a couple of hundred years after the Viking Age, right? So that's what you kind of have to understand. Anyway, what is it talking about? Right, Fimbulwinter. In Norse mythology, in the Ragnarok myth that we have, I can turn the character audio up a bit more. Yes, I can. In Norse mythology, in the Ragnarok myth that we have, what happens is that Loki tricks the brother of Baldur, whose name is Hörður, into throwing a dart of mistletoe at Baldur. I should probably start at the start. Baldur is the son of Freya. Freya receives a vision, a prophecy, that her son will be killed, and that will be the beginning of Ragnarok. So she goes around in the entire world and talks to all plants, all animals, every rock, every tree, every bush, every bird, every worm under the dirt, and makes them swear to never harm Baldur, like a magical oath to never harm Baldur in any way, shape, or form. So Baldur becomes completely immortal and invulnerable. But she forgets to talk to the mistletoe. And then Loki, who's just a dick, like basically just being a dick, tricks Baldur's blind brother Hörður into throwing a dart made of mistletoe at Baldur, saying, it can't hurt him, like he's invulnerable, nothing's gonna happen. He throws a dart, it kills Baldur, and then, Ragnarok begins. But before Ragnarok begins, and I don't know if this is going to be part of God of War Ragnarok, there is a quest there is an attempt to go to the underworld and retrieve Baldur's soul from Hel, who is the goddess of the underworld. There's an attempt to bring him back to hopefully forestall Ragnarok. That doesn't work. And again, it's in some versions of stories, like it's all, there is no canon, but there is a sort of, what's it called? Guy who goes to the Orphean. There's a sort of Orphean myth of Baldur that maybe he could be retrieved from the underworld. Maybe Ragnarok could be stopped if we can convince Hel to let go of him. Which, a dart, that's a new one. I heard it being an arrow, a spear. Again, it depends on your translation. It depends on how exactly you translate the myth. Someone in chat, I should say, you can't see that on screen if you're watching this in VOD. But, like, Loki fashions a dart in the story that I've heard, personally, the one that I've read, but it depends on how you translate the name of dart, because that could also be an arrow, that could also be a small throwing spear. Like, who knows? How does Loki fit into this? Did he show up? Yeah, Loki is the guy in front of the sled there. Loki is Atreus. In the mythology of God of War, the God of War games, Loki is Atreus. His mother named him Loki, and he is going to be, and this is the other thing, we have already encountered the Midgars, or, God, how would you say that? Jormungandr, I suppose you say usually in English. Midgårdsormen in Danish. And Jormungandr and Fenris are children of Loki. And Loki had those children, one of them with a giantess who he bedded, and I believe... Yeah, I think, yeah, he had relations with a giantess who gave birth at least to Jormungandr. I can't remember if she's the same one who birthed Fenris as well, but they are the children of Loki, and Jormungandr is destined to kill Thor at Ragnarok, and Fenris will kill Odin. So, just so you know. So, Loki here is sort of like the source of a lot of the disasters that strike the gods at Ragnarok. He is like the herald of the end of the gods, even as he's also like the trickster who often, like his role in Norse mythology is typically that he both gets the gods into trouble, but also that he's the one who gets the gods out of trouble, because he's essentially the cleverest one among them. He's the sneakiest. He's the most he's the most cunning of the gods. Anyway. Fimbulvetter happens when Loki murders Baldur, is essentially the thing, except in this version of the myth with Kratos, Kratos murders Baldur. So... yeah, Kratos does look older. Like, he never looked young in the previous game, but like you can see so many more lines on him. I don't know if that's just the console being more powerful. Better textures or whatever. But he does look more tired, too.
I will get the deal.
Oh, that's another good moment.
Go on, girls.
His son is growing up. Let's have a look around. Oh my god, he has so many? Look at those good dogs! Oh, no, they're the same dogs. They just teleported. I see. Let's see. Can I... Is there a first person... Is there photo mode? There's a photo mode, right? There must be a photo mode. Not there, though. Okay. Whatever. We'll just do this. Look at the Atreus with his little haircut. Look at that kid. God, what a teenager. Man, that's actually... Just props to the 3D animation artist who did Atreus' face here, because he is... Look at him. He's so stuck right between a boy and a man. Like, you can see the manly features of his face sort of slowly coming in. You can see the jawline. You can see, like, the length between the nose tip and the mouth sort of expanding, but he's still a fucking kid. Like, he's right there. Like, man, they did a good job of that. But you can really see the teenager. Complete fucking teenager. Excellent. Kratos, meanwhile. Oh, our boy. Looking a little rough around the edges. Like, you can really see the texture on him. Like, just how weathered he is. And how deep those lines and ridges under his eyes are. And the gray that's coming into his beard more and more. Funny how the gods age, isn't it?
He always says hello.
Atreus.
Fenrir. You okay, boy?
Fenrir, by the way, I should note, in the Ragnarok myth that we have, or in the Norse myths that we have, is like the size of mountains. Fenrir is like the size of a small country. He's a large boy. But here, he's the runt of the litter. Oh my god.
It's okay, boy.
Hi,
You're
baby.
okay. I know. I missed you too.
Hi, baby boy.
Where's your food? Still hungry? Come on, boy. You need to eat. Eat. Why? Too big? There you go.
Oh, baby.
Good boy.
He's trying so hard.
The time draws near. You must prepare yourself.
For what? He's still eating. He wants to live.
He is dying.
You're a good boy.
Remember that Fenrir is destined to kill Odin. That's gonna come into play here, I
Fast and
think.
strong. But you can rest now. Okay? I'll be okay. You can let go now. You have to let go. Sofna. Afra. Tesu. Sofna. Ethon. Sofna. Sofna. Sofna.
He's telling him to sleep. Sovna. Sleep now. Interesting.
Come. We train.
What? No. It's the middle of the night.
Night does not stop our enemies.
Why? What for? Training is all we ever do, ever. It's not enough. We can't hide forever.
We do not hide. We prepare for a fight for which we are not ready. We'll go.
Time is running out. The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming. Whatever Loki's supposed to be doing, he's supposed to be doing it now. My story doesn't end hiding in these woods. I should be out there, finding out who I am, who Loki is.
I will not allow you to pick a fight with gods.
I don't want to fight anyone. I just want answers.
And if those answers lead to war with Asgard?
Maybe that's what Mother wanted.
We do not know what Mother wanted.
Looks like we never will. Look. Can I have a moment alone with Fenrir before I bury him?
It was so clear that in saying we train now, he was trying to give Atreus a distraction from his grief and his pain, because that's all Kratos knows, right? He only knows, like, when there's grief and when there's pain. Yeah, that's about all. That's about all he's got. Is try not to think about it. Just try and do stuff to take your mind away from it. Hey, Mimir.
Well, I recognize that dour expression anywhere. Care to tell me what went wrong?
The wolf is gone.
Oh, no. Not Fenrir. How's the lad taking it?
Not well. He goes to bury him.
Oh, damn it. All right, brother. Good night, then.
God, he looks tired. Look at him. Look how old he looks. Anyway, we know what happens next if you remember the end of the last game. Or not. First a dream.
Kratos?
Hey.
Are you joining me?
Oh, there's a loaded question. That's a good question. Are you joining her, Kratos?
Faye.
Are you ready? You walk as though Ymir himself sits atop your shoulders.
This is your hunt. I will follow.
Very well, Grumbles.
Grumbles!
Fresh kill. At least it didn't suffer. Am I to decipher your grunting? Tell me your thoughts.
We hunt the predator.
A wolf. Yes.
Predators kill. It is the natural order of things.
Your words are misguided. Shh. Approach slowly. It's okay, little one. We want to help. Don't we? No, don't! Come on. The sick wolf we found beyond our stave. He found his way inside. As I said he would. We should have acted.
It was not our concern. Now it is.
A problem doesn't have to reach our doorstep for it to be our responsibility. If we have the power to limit the harm it could cause, we should act. Who are we to hide and do nothing?
We are not hiding.
Gonna make me pick that one up? Good boy.
Oh, I love that she is not even a little bit scared of him. Not even a little bit scared of him.
This way.
Faye. 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 Faye!
Time is running out, my love. And there is much to do.
Father! Father!
Brother?
God visions. They really are using the... Talk about that in a second.
Where's Atreus?
Hence my bellowing. He never came back from burying the wolf. It's been some time.
He cannot be far.
Okay. They really are making use... So one of the big sort of... prestige features of the PS5 that they were advertising when the thing came out. It's like, oh, it has this direct, super duper, mega extreme, wow, super loading stuff, whatever. Which I sort of had my doubts about at the time, but that cutscene there, like that whole sequence of the dream, if you pay attention, you can see it loading assets in and out and like jumping so seamlessly from the whole dream scene with the whole forest and the lighting and everything loaded to back to the hut, which is like really smooth and well done. So like they're genuinely doing some good job, doing a good job sort of using it. Let's see. It's been too long since Faye left us and we spread her ashes from the highest peak in Jotunheim. A journey she planned, one that neither of us were ready for. I dream of her in simpler times when being together was enough. My duty now lies solely with our son, but I still have so many questions for her. So much that I still do not understand. I see glimmers of her in Atreus and they make me smile, but I am left with those same questions as I try to guide him along his path. He's focused on who he will become, and while it becomes difficult to keep him close, I'm grateful I can continue this journey with him for now. Oh, look at Kratos getting in his feelings in his journal. The wolf Fenrir has been in decline for some time now. Atreus cares for the animal deeply and has not been able to accept that he is dying. In the past, I would have told him to close his heart to the loss, but he has already endured so much. I see the compassion in his heart, and I am proud of the man he's growing into, but I must keep him focused if he is to be ready for more dark days ahead. Faye as in Laufey? I doubt it, Ivda. And it's not Faye as in Freya. It's not Freya. Definitely not. But Laufey, that would be funny. Not long ago, we rescued a pack of wolves from raiders on the Lake of Nine. Despite my warnings, Atreus decided to name them. Having these two pull the sled has made transportation significantly easier. Mimir has lived with us since our return from Jotunheim. I've known few I would call friend and brother, fewer still, but I've come to rely on the wisdom and counsel of the smartest man alive. Also, he is compact and does not consume precious resources. Freya continues to pursue her, seeking revenge for the death of her son Balder. I do not wish to fight her. She was my friend, but I will defend myself if she forces my hand. I do not see a peaceful resolution to our situation. No, there won't be one. I do not regret Balder's death. Had I allowed him to kill Freya, he would not have abandoned his pursuit. His fate would have been the same. I do not expect Freya to accept what happened as necessary. She will likely pursue us until one of us is dead. And then Magni and Modi. Magni and Modi, the sons of Thor, also pursued us on our journey. Magni was strong but arrogant until his last breath. Modi proved himself a coward, but I pitied him in his last moments. There seems to be little forgiveness among the Aesir gods, and I expect we've yet to suffer the consequences of the blood we spilled. Atreus killed one of them, you'll remember, and Thor is not happy about it. There's a lot of themes of child killing and revenge cycles going on here.
You suppose he took a shortcut through the realm between realms?
No, the stones have not moved.
So that's not open.
Baldur's chasm is too unstable, brother. The lad wouldn't try it.
This has not been opened.
No prints this way either.
Yeah, but I want to hear all the things you say. Anyway,
Let's
just follow the
see.
tracks.
Tracks heading down to the frozen river. That's most likely where he did the burying. Fire's dwindling now. Where else could he have gone from here?
No, not out that way.
Locked.
Aye.
Yeah, he couldn't have jumped that. Like, it's too
This is
tall.
where he buried the wolf.
Looks like he lit a fire by the kennel. Commiserating with the other pups, I suspect.
Anyway, let's just follow. he couldn't have jumped over the gate. It wouldn't have been possible.
You seem troubled in your sleep, even for you. Nightmares?
I dream of the past. Almost every night.
Ah, the bad old days in Greece?
No. It feels like Faye is trying to tell me something.
You don't mean to say you're talking to ghosts again, brother?
No. But it is something more than memory.
Use your words, brother.
The tracks stop here.
And we're not alone.
Boy, these guys are stupid. But then they are tutorial enemies. Right, defend. I was trying to do a Dark Souls dodge roll there for a second.
Impressive.
Hello.
Behind you, watch out!
There we go. There's the dodge.
Behind you, look out!
I'm good. Juggling them like Tekken. Hang on, I want to see if I can do like a perfect block. Okay, he's real slow with his wind-ups. Try that again, buddy. Come on, you can do it. Nope, I'm still too quick. Okay, that's too slow. One more try, come on. There we go.
Blasted raiders!
They should not be this close.
We should check on the protection stave. There's a tree up ahead, yeah? Well?
You were right. The stave is broken.
Explains our trespassers. What happened here?
Bear.
A bear. Mauled.
By what?
A larger bear. Wounded. The fight destroyed the tree. We must find Atreus.
Aye. Between the savage beasts and marauding raiders, he may have sought shelter. Follow the trail. We'll find him.
Oh. Gimme the stuff and the treasure.
Aha! Trail's on the other side of that gap, if you can clear the way. Any idea what could have made the lad wander off?
We argued. He
He accuses me of hiding from Odin.
Only sensible to keep a low profile after killing 3 of his kin.
A reckoning will come. That is why Atreus must learn to survive on his own.
Oh, this is about that prophecy. Just because the giants had you dead on some wall full of otherwise accurate predictions.
I do not believe in prophecies.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Kratos has good reason not to believe in prophecies, not to put too much stock in them, given what he did to the Greek pantheon about prophecies.
And what do you believe about prophecy, Mimir?
I'm skeptical by nature, though we have seen things that defy explanation. So, speaking as the smartest man alive, I've no bloody idea.
Oh, cool. That was pretty easy. But then it's supposed to be, isn't it? I guess the game is sort of pointing me in this direction. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they might be speaking a form of Icelandic or Norse. I can't really make out the words that they're saying.
Where's that trail gone?
But I do believe Atreus was speaking Old Icelandic, I think. Which is the closest language we have to actual Old Norse. Guess we have to make our way up there.
But we can go around.
No!
Oh, hey. What's your deal?
Behind you, brother!
Oh, right, you can shield bash them.
Behind you, brother!
Okay, can't block behind me. That's fair.
Too many for a scouting party. They must have a camp nearby.
I know what you're thinking, brother. But Atreus can handle himself. You've taught him well.
So he keeps telling me.
Yay, grave robbery. Is there ever going to be anything in these boxes, or is it just pointless to break them?
Let's find out by breaking every single one.
And the trail leads into that cave.
Well, you know where we are going. I'm sure we can find a quiet way in. Or you could do that.
Yeah, because we can't climb that. Kratos is too big.
Are these the raiders you rescued the wolves from?
No. They have not been here long.
Yeah. Meat rots, blood rots. They're talking about how the world is declining, how everything's too cold. I don't know a lot of Old Icelandic, but it shares enough cognates and, like, common... Ooh. It shares enough cognates and, like, common root words that I can sort of make out little bits. Let's just get rid of you. Oh, hey, you're here. You look a little different than the others. Oh, right, L1. Again, my Dark Souls controls come back to haunt me. Come on, I want a perfect... I need to learn to that goddamn parry, because... Otherwise, I'm gonna be in trouble. Oh, well. Huh.
The trail goes through here. Leads deeper in.
There will be more.
Okay, I do get silver from breaking those things. Which I'll presumably need to buy as stuff. Which means I'm gonna be breaking all of them. Oh, okay. Of course he has a dashing attack. Why wouldn't he?
Well, someone got in the bear's way. That one's got a sling. Look out, brother.
Oh, okay. She's all the way there.
Fire from above.
Nah, we're fine. You just stay there for a second. I'll be right up. Huh. Ah, there we are. Hi, how you doing? Why would I need to do that? There's nothing to... Oh, hello! You decided to be dumb.
Atreus, are you here?
Huh. Well, that's for the best. Let's find a way out.
Grab some health. I'll need it. In it.
The trail leads back out. We'll need our own way up to find it again. Perhaps Atreus came here seeking shelter. Kept moving when he saw the raiders, and the bear came barreling after. Impressive rampage, I'll give it that.
You think the bear was chasing Atreus?
Well, just as likely the bear was hurt and Atreus was chasing it to help. You know the lad.
It's true. He takes after his mother.
Atreus, where are you?
Oh, hey! Large bear. Bjorn! Okay, Bjorn. Literally Bjorn. Bear. Okay, so that's a block breaker, fair enough. I'm sorry, buddy, but... I really don't like killing animals like this. Ah! Okay, definitely try and dodge that one. Ah, stop doing that!
Oh, you've done it now, bear.
Whoa!
Oh, he seems angry.
So am I. I really feel bad about this. I really do. Uh-oh, what? Yo! Haha. can't remember if you can parry the yellow attacks still, or if they just break through the guard regardless.
Before he stops again!
Okay, so parrying does nothing to the bear. Fair. Pretty simple boss fight. Ow! God damn it! And then he's gonna do a yellow. There we go. And red. Yeah.
Grab him! Looking shaky, brother!
Sorry, buddy. It has to be over now. I really feel bad about this. Oh, that's not a normal bear. What the hell?
Atreus! 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 Atreus.
That one surprised me.
First, focus. Heal.
What happened?
You do not remember.
Bjorn, that's why it was
Great
called
Fenrir.
Bear.
And then I'm not sure. I was so sad. And then I was angry and scared. I remember running. There was a bear charging, and I charged back. That had to be a dream.
Your emotions. They transformed you.
I didn't know I could do that.
You did not do anything. They overcame you.
He knows about that.
That is why we must not abandon your training. We do not know the reach of your abilities. They will be dangerous without discipline to control them.
You've already taught me discipline. I need more than that. I need answers. Answers you don't have.
Answers only your mother had. Answers she withheld.
Oh, are we angry at Kratos a little bit?
What if there was someone who could help us? Someone that could give us answers about the giants and who Loki's supposed to be.
Atreus.
Wouldn't it help to understand what I'm becoming?
Atreus! Listen to me.
I might have killed you. Until you learn control, we will take no unnecessary risks.
Inaction is also a risk. You taught me that.
Yeah.
Stop thinking like a father for a moment and start thinking like a general.
No!
No. Collect yourself.
Thinking like a general means being willing to sacrifice him for a purpose. Which, you know, Atreus has grown much since our journey to Jotunheim. We trained through the winter upon winter with no summers between. He's stronger, more capable, more adept in battle, and an excellent climber, but he still has much to learn if he is to master his emotions with discipline. He remains distracted by thoughts of Loki and the destiny foretold by the giants. Whatever his mother's people intended for him, whatever she intended, I will keep him safe and prepare him while I can. So Kratos is... Okay, so the visual storytelling of the game and the general storytelling of the game is... Remember how Faye said, "Are you joining me, my love?" She's dead, right? Like, so the question that's being posed at the beginning of the game is Kratos finally going to fucking die, right? And Kratos himself seems to be ruminating on a certain level of impermanence or mortality within himself. Like, he's focused on doing everything he can for Atreus while he can, because he saw a prophecy of his own death. And he's like, yeah, that might be happening, so let's get ready for it. So the game is setting that up really hard right now. And speaking of transformations, okay, you saw Freya do that, right? And that's a common power that the gods often used, was the...
This way.
So,
Okay, then.
are we going to discuss the boy becoming a bear?
Yeah. Are we?
Not now. We need to repair the protection stave and get home.
What happened to the protection stave?
You did.
So you're blaming me?
I am not blaming you, Atreus.
Well, tell your voice that.
Fair point. But, like, yeah,
Say the word, Father.
Now!
Later! On the left!
so transformation is a very common magical power in, like, Norse culture and mythology. Specifically, Loki had the power of transformation, but the way that it was done in the stories that I know is that...
So, lad, besides your gift of language and hearing creatures' thoughts, are there any other new magical abilities to report?
Not really.
What of Fenrir?
What about him?
When he died, you cast a spell.
No, I didn't.
What I saw. Light.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Trick of Fimbulwinter, perhaps? Seen my share.
The way that it's done is that you will wear the skin of an animal. Essentially, like, literally, they would have animal skins that they would throw over their shoulders and then become the animal in question. Freya did this a lot. She had a lot of animal skins that she used to transform herself. But Loki would often borrow or steal them to do his own transformations for the fun of it, to mess with people and mess with the gods and be a
I
pest.
recognize where we are now.
And Odin, too. Like, basically all of the
What's with all
gods.
the blood?
Yours, Atreus.
Seriously?
That, or any prey you might have been dragging, I suppose.
Not sure that makes me feel any better.
Ooh, cutscene trigger?
This one.
Asya.
Sunya? Oh no! No! That's so mean!
I didn't mean to.
Intent does not matter. Only consequences.
Oh, come on!
What can we do?
Nothing. Nature will take its course.
Storms are coming.
Isn't it cold enough?
We are almost home.
A storm's coming, you say? Ah, goddammit.
Fire up above! Sister!
Behind you, watch out!
Ah, goddammit.
Fire behind you!
Oh, okay, can't dodge through that. Oh, nice tumble. Good ragdoll. That was light. That was lovely.
Wow. A lot of those guys.
It's been like this all night.
I must have been inside the sleeve when I fixed it. Sometimes I really wish Tyr's temple still worked so we could get out of Midgard.
They say Fimbulwinter affects all realms, lad.
Okay, but how could things be any worse than here?
Oh, don't ask questions you don't want to know the answers to. But no, yeah, like, hey, you notice one thing about that scene with the bear cubs is that they were mourning the death of a dead parent? A dead parent? A parent who died?
You're not scared.
Did you notice that there was a parent who was dead? Did you notice that?
Brave girl. That's right.
He's good with them. No surprise, really.
Specky, you okay? Just a little thunder. That's a good
Thunder,
girl.
huh?
Good girl.
Atreus!
I'm just checking on...
To bed!
Yes, sir.
Thunder.
As evenings go, that was entirely too eventful. Though I admit it was a bit like old times there, for a moment. The three of us navigating some hitherto unhappened upon patch of forest.
Been a while since you've joined us. If that's what you mean.
Ah, well, just tired, I suppose. You've seen one deer hunt, you've seen them all.
How can you feel tired when you never sleep?
There are other kinds of tired, lad. You'll see when you're older.
Indeed. Okay. I think we've exhausted the dialogue here, and that seems like a decent place to cut an episode. So, if you've enjoyed hanging out in the world of God of War Ragnarok with me, you can hit the like, comment, and/or subscribe buttons down below. People in the chat, don't worry, the stream isn't over. We're still going, but I just need to cut these things into hour-long chunks to frustrate the people watching on VOD. Like, comment, subscribe. You can become a member of the channel to get a few early access things as the YouTube channel thing. If you want to, you can subscribe to the Twitch channel if you want to watch the VODs here before they get published on the Let's Play channel. Just pointing that out. And if you want to watch me recording things like this live, head on over to twitch.tv/tvskine, where you can that's a thing you can do. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to be kind to one another and have solidarity with those who are worse off than yourselves. May the tides of history wash gently over us all.